Hey, everybody. What's going down? What's going down? That space you're seeing over there, that's where JL Warren is. And he was here and then he disappeared because he's like, I don't know, he's like Houdini or something. He's like a Houdini. I hear jingles, I think, in the background. It's pretty funny. Let's all pretend like we're just talking to him, like he's here. Maybe what's going on? Hey, everybody, let's see who we got over in the side chats. Charlie Welch says, I can't sleep anyways. I couldn't either. I was working on this here video that will be out tomorrow. It's a follow-up to last week's Dingleberry. So if you enjoyed that one, you'll enjoy this one here. There he is. He's back. Clifford Reynolds, good to see you. Gosh, Heck Fire says, late start, but okay. Yes, that's right. Ryan Otts has been, hey.
How are you gonna add? How you gonna add me before I'm even in the chair?
I added you. I think I added you as you walked off. Like I had clicked. Because I saw you down there. And I clicked on you, and I looked away, and I looked back, and you were gone. So what the crap?
Because I had to go get a drink.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, like I said,
for those in the chat, I was right in the middle of finishing the editing on my latest video, and Johnny was like, "Take a break, come over here," and I feel bad because. Brainy was messaging me earlier in the day. He was like, "Hey, you want to come be on the stream?" I guess he's talking with PhD Tony. They're striking at the Ghostbusters. Oh, sorry, the Globebusters.
Yeah,
and I was like, it sounds like fun, but I got to finish this damn video.
Yeah, I figured you of all people would want to be in on this one here because of the why. Anyway, Ryan Otts has been waiting to hear more plots. Hey, there we go. Pat Dallinger, he says, "Hey, all, I'm here now. Good, we can start." Commander Darklight, good to see you. Gary 11111111 says, "Hiya, Pot." Something like that. Scuba Cat, K-Doc, lots of people. Bandon, Charlie, we said Charlie Welch already. We'll say it again. Charlie Welch. K-Doc says, "Nice music, everyone." Archangel 3, Star Little Wolf. So many people here. If I missed you, I apologize, but here we are. Commander, what trolls here? Why? Mods ready for yeah, it's possible. So is Kent on parole, says Fred Knotts. No, not yet.
Well, I mean, he's currently out on bail.
It's on bail, yes.
Yeah.
Now you had brought this to my attention, and I wanted to come on really quick, quick, because we're kind of just getting all the details. But you had brought this to my attention yesterday about the allegations that his former girlfriend
well, it's weird. So basically, after the federal tax evasion prison when that happened,
when that shit got thrown out. I mean, no,
I'm talking about early on. He was married,
gotcha.
And then his wife was indicted along with him, and she served time, he served time, and they wound up getting divorced. I mean, the whole thing led to the divorce of his first marriage. Then he got married to a second woman. This is the woman that we are referring to. Oh, no. This is not the woman that we're referring to. Then he got married to a second woman, and then they are currently separated, or they're not together anymore. But he never legally divorced his second wife. He is still married to her on paper. And the girl that he's currently with, the girl that we'll be speaking with, who he's currently estranged from, this girl is his spiritual wife because they had a church ceremony, but it's not legally recognized by the state. So technically his girlfriend, mistress, wife, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But he's technically still legally married to his second wife. This is the I guess the younger piece that he wanted aside from her, and he got physical with her apparently, and there's sorts of continuing. It's complicated. It's like you would think that it wouldn't be this complicated with a Christian of such high moral standards.
Yeah, exactly. The one that thumbs their noses down at all atheists and whatnot. Yeah. But yeah, so here's the thing. You brought this to my attention, and I said, "Wow," but sorry, I'm not surprised. Just this stuff does not surprise me when it comes from a person like Kent Hovind. Like I wouldn't be, people are like, "Oh, you heard, Matt Powell is a, flaming racist and he's aggressive." Yeah, okay. Yeah. None of that stuff, none of that, like it just I come to expect it. Like you come to me and said, "Hey, Kent Hovind kind of is actually, if you read these stories about him, he really is a pretty cool guy." I'm like, "Huh?"
Right.
But, yeah.
It's weird. We're never surprised when it comes out about these atheists that put themselves up, or these theists that put themselves up on these theists who put themselves up on these pedestals as paragons of virtue, or denouncing atheism or whatever in that respect. And so they put themselves up on this high moral horse.
Yep.
That they're just above all these people, that they represent a standard set by their God. And we're never shocked or surprised when this shit hits the fan, when it suddenly comes out that they're involved in this, or they did this, or this came out, or they either attacked somebody, or they hurt someone, or they assaulted, or they sexually assaulted somebody, or they're thieves, or whatever, or con artists, or we're never shocked. We're never shocked, but but atheists, I haven't been doing this forever. I have yet to run into one where, there's been things that have come out about atheists and be like, holy shit, I would not have expected that. Because I'm more surprised when it happens to atheists than I am when it happens to theists. With theists, it's just become the standard. It's kind of like, because atheists tend to be pretty upfront about the shit that they do. It's just been my experience. I can't say that it's a universal, norm, but I'm less surprised when it comes out about theists than I am when it comes out about atheists.
A Lord of Luminous Poo. That's a great name. Every stream I jump into, there's Sir Little Wolf. Yeah, it's what you're talking about. I'm not going to sit there and paint anybody with a broad stroke. Theist, atheist, whatever, agnostics. Not going to paint anybody with a broad stroke. I'm sure there have been some atheists that done some forked up stuff.
There are. But on the whole, and atheists tend to be, not always, but the typical atheist tends to be a bit more intellectually honest than theists do, because they're not. It's just by virtue of their position, of their worldview. Their worldview behooves them to be that way. Whereas the theists, it behooves them, when faced with the argumentation that they're faced with, it behooves them to keep stuff close to the vest, or to keep stuff under the table.
I think what lends that stuff to so much of a like a whatever, right? The fact that it's that they sit there and look down upon, like whenever you've got Hovind talking about Creaky Blinder, who calls him Creepy Blinder and all, like this stupid little shit, like these little digs, and this whole time, he's allegedly a woman beater.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then you've got what's his name? That's not too far from me over here. Kent Hovind. Jesus, what is his name?
Kenneth Copeland.
Kenneth Copeland.
Yep.
Who takes advantage of his whole prayer circle thing. It's not real. He just pockets the money. People just take, open the envelopes, trash the prayer requests, and deposit the money in his account.
I say their worldview lends itself towards dishonesty in regards of these things, just because when you start examining it,
because you get a lot. There are a lot of I hate painting everybody with a broad stroke, because I've met countless number of Christians.
Like this.
Well, hang on a second. I've met a countless number of Christians that were good people, that really were good people. You know what I mean? That truly went out to do good for, whatever, working soup kitchens or this, that, the other. Never once they were like, oh, let me tell you about Jesus. They were like, here's some fucking food, or here's some clothes. You know what I mean? It was, if somebody asked them, they would tell them what their views were, but they weren't, they weren't pushy about it. They weren't these, high and mighty so I'm going to heaven and you're going to hell because you were this or you were that. You know what I mean?
If you look at it, if you challenge my worldview, like if you come at me with everything you've got, you're going to get one of two answers. I'm either going to have the answer or I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's one or the other. It's either I don't know the answer or I have the answer. I'm not going to give an answer where I don't have an answer. I'm not going to misrepresent myself or misrepresent somebody else in order to come up with an answer in some way. Okay. This is just not my worldview. But with Christians, with theists, particularly, I don't want to just pigeonhole it to Christians, but with theists, you challenge their worldview, you put it to the test. You get down to brass tacks. They're in a position where they have to say, they can't say, I don't know. Because if they say, I don't know about, with two specific questions, then they're not believers. because then they're doubters. So to justify that belief, they are inclined to kind of cover up that I don't know, to fill that I don't know in with something. Well, and just by virtue of the foundation of that worldview, needing to come at something it behooves it to be intellectually dishonest. It has to be in order to maintain itself.
Well, I think you've been hanging out with too much of the Darth Dawkins crew, or listening to too much of the Darth Dawkins crew, because there's a lot of theists out there that say I don't know, but it's the faith that they have that that carries them through the I don't know. Which again, when we're talking about theism, we're talking about a belief in, and you can't base it on facts. You have to base it on faith. That's the whole point of religion, right?
Yeah.
And
there's been I have interacted with an intellectually honest one. I have myself. You were there
on this show. Yeah,
you moderated it. I interacted with one who was like, "Yeah, I believe it. I can't justify it. I do it. I believe in it because it makes me feel better." I was like, well, shit. Okay.
It was one of the funniest debates that I've seen you in, because you were like, gung ho, your sails flapping in the wind, and he said,
It's like, no, I have nothing to attack because I have nothing to justify. I just don't justify. I mean, I can't justify it. So yeah, I recognize that I can't back any of it up. I realize that it's all an appeal to emotion, and I can't explain it. It just makes me feel better. So yeah, that's why I believe it. It was like, well, shit. Fine. So fine. He asserts nothing is true. He says, I don't assert that any of it is true. It's just true to me. It's personally true.
Right.
That's it. But I don't say that it's true about that. I don't make absolutes. Like, well, if you don't make any absolutes, how am I supposed to debate you?
Yeah. And that was kind of funny. I was like, wait a minute. This is not going to go the right way. JL's going to win, but he's not going to like it. Interesting Truth says, just got here. What did he do? Turn a dog into a pine cone? Well, he did turn a woman into a pincushion. Ooh, it's bad form.
Vishanti said something. He says something. She says, "Sorry, JL, that doesn't apply to Judaism. You're encouraged to question, and disbelieving in God, even in God, isn't an issue. It depends on which temple, because I have seen different approaches by different cliques. I don't want to say that they're all represented the same deal, but different groups of Jews approach it differently.
There are some, Well, I mean, that's going to be in any.
Not
that's
all,
going to be in any.
That's exactly. That's in any religion.
Right.
So, I mean, you're going to find slightly different interpretations in order to justify particular things in their worldview based upon their personal experiences. They're going to say, I experienced this in the world. I read this in the book. Then I interpret it this way because I'm inclined to interpret it this way because this is how I've observed the world working. But those who have not had those same experiences will not be inclined to interpret it in that mean, in that same manner. So there's still some subjectivity to it, which can lend itself to that kind of intellectual dishonesty.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing that, and this is kind of getting away from the whole topic of the show with Kent Hovind being a giant piece of human poo. But that's one of the things that fascinates me about the religious, the philosophical debates with the religious folk, right? Mm-hmm. Listening to them try and use logic to justify a belief. It's kind of oxymoronic.
Yes. Logic will not lead you to a God. Logic will not lead you to a God. Science will not lead you to a God. It's literally all just personal. It's just personal belief or whatever. Well, it legitimately cannot be justified.
That's the point. It's not supposed to be justified, right? Because it is an act of faith.
Then why would anyone believe this? If it cannot be justified by any means, why would anyone believe this?
Again, we're talking about people. Spirituality is a means of it's faith. That's what it is a faith type of thing.
I get that there are psychological benefits to prayer, meditation, getting outside of your head, focusing on things. I grant that there are psychological benefits to it. It calms you down, regulate your heart rate, helps you to focus better, increased energy, better mood because you're able to compartmentalize, the things that are really weighing on you. I get this, but it doesn't have to go beyond that. You could literally just meditate.
Sure. But you can choose to believe, you can choose to have faith in a higher spiritual being. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. It's when you get the people like the Ken Hovins who try and use that as a means to negatively influence.
True.
And then use that negative influence to gain some sort of power and authority over others. And
the ones that use it as a weapon, the ones that weaponize it against the fearful and the ignorant and the desperate. Yeah, exactly.
Or, the ex-girlfriends.
Yes.
Yeah. Because apparently it wasn't just the fact that this is what she alleges now. Okay. I'm not speaking this as fact, but she alleges that Kent Hovind, after beating her, had some of his cohorts follow her, threaten her, and according to her, she's afraid for her life right now because she's afraid that Ken Hovind is trying to violently silence her.
He sent the goons after her.
Yeah.
Wow. Like the Hovind goons.
I didn't know anybody really cared that much about him for him to be like Ken Hovind. I just, that's not somebody I would be a goon
they're
for.
They're like a bunch of like college kids. And all the kids in his audience.
Yeah.
We're going to beat you up, lady.
Yeah. Apparently they were, this again, according to her testimony, or her allegations that they, were brandishing weapons at her, letting her know just all kinds of crazy shit. Those are the theists that I have a problem with, but it's not just anybody who does that I have a problem with. Like,
yeah. It's not all theists,
but here's the thing: it's not theism that's causing these people to do it. It's the fact that he's an asshole.
Well, he's an asshole. These people believe he's on something. They believe he's a mouthpiece for God.
Right.
So yeah, technically it is theism, because if nobody believed his shit, he wouldn't be able to convince anybody to go and do things for him unless he was paying him out of his pocket.
That just makes him a good con man. That's all that makes him.
Yeah, that's true.
That makes him, use people's faiths and against them. It makes him that again. It's not necessarily theism. That's the tool. That's the weapon being used for certain to manipulate. But it's the fact that Ken Hovind is a piece of shit. I mean, bottom line, if Ken Hovind was an upstanding individual who truly believed in, building homes for the homeless and feeding the poor and all this stuff, you know what I mean? Would we be talking about this right now? No, because he would be out there instead of building Dino Adventureland, and where you can find out where a dog gave birth to a dog and a cow gave birth to a cow, and you know what I mean? He'd be building homes and shit, feeding people soup and whatnot. But it's the fact that he uses this as a means to manipulate, control, and he's an asshole. It's not. What's that?
John Eagle.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. That's inquiring minds want to know. Matt Powell wants to know.
Matt Powell certainly wants to know. Matt Powell is jealous.
He is jealous.
He's jealous because Hovind's a side piece. Let me see. Hovind is God's side piece.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. I'm curious to find out what's going to happen during this whole business.
And he may get litigious because the dude is a litigious motherfucker. Charlie Welch says he'll just say he is suing again, and I was like, that'll be hilarious because it'll just get dismissed with prejudice, just like the last one did, which I found to be absolutely hysterical.
Yep.
When the judge looked at this and was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Dude, like, get the fuck out of my court.
I just, I understand that stuff like that has to go to a judge. It has to go be seen by a judge. I just can't believe that, there's a law clerk that didn't accidentally lose that one. I know they can't. I know they can. There's a whole bunch of stuff there, but let's see. Yeah, Vishanti, I absolutely agree. Says we should all start asking Kent when the last time he fed the hungry, clothed the naked, or visited inmates. Yeah, inmates. Well, I know the last time he knows the last time he visited inmates. He was their neighbor.
I see what you did there. No, unfortunately, Vishanti, because is he still on parole? He's not on parole anymore, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because if he was still on parole, he wouldn't be allowed to associate with his friends. He made wrote it no last name. He made a response vid and lied in it. Shock, horror, gasp, clutch my pearls. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like I said, he's man. I when stuff like this happens, I want to be shocked, but it wasn't shocking. Luminous poo. Was there soap involved? Probably.
Given what he does and given what he espouses, now that violence is involved and he's he's throwing around threats, and he's trying to be the
allegedly.
Allegedly, that's true.
Yeah.
He's allegedly throwing around threats and shit, and all this crap is going down. He's trying to be the what's that asshole's name? The McCavish, the McCavish of Alabama, the leader of Scientology. Is that his name? McCavish?
Is that what it is? I sure.
Oh God, I can't remember his name.
L. Ron Hubbard wannabe. We'll call him that.
Yeah, whatever he's trying to do. So, so if he's trying to pull this crap, I mean, he just needs to go to jail. That I mean, that would be great because we wouldn't get any more of this stupid crap, and hopefully his park will foreclose and the state will take it all away. And I don't know what they're going to do.
That shit. And
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with all those dinosaurs.
You know what they should do with that place if the state does take it?
Auction. I want one of Kent Hovind's dinosaurs in my office. I want one of Kent's dinos just hanging out in the corner.
Yep. Chris Durham says, "Who is this person that he attacked? It was one of his side pieces. It was a spiritual wife or some like that. I don't know. Apparently, it was a former lover. They were on the outs, and he was telling her. I guess she was going to spill the beans about what really went on at Dino Adventureland.
Oh,
and that's what set him off.
Anton Xander LaVey sex orgies and stuff.
That would be hilarious.
On the dinosaurs.
Oh. It wouldn't surprise me again. That would not surprise me if
it really would. Yeah, if it came out.
Yeah.
Sort of like weird occult sex, weird occult orgies and weird, burning like atheist effigies and shit like that. I wouldn't be shocked.
Wouldn't be. What's up, NA? Good to see you. Kent Soap would have so many flat spots from being dropped. Oh, I missed it. Damn it would go. Oh yeah,
I would be as surprised as if I found out that Matt Powell was a Grand Dragon.
Right. If it came out, Matt Powell's a Grand Dragon or Ku Klux Klan, I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I see that, yeah.
Oh, get Hovind's desk from his office. That would be a great place to stream from.
That would be if that happens. If the state comes in and tries to auction some of that stuff off, we will be going to buy something.
Yeah, we have to get on it.
We will be there. We'll buy something. Either the hammer, the SpongeBob, the desk, something.
I just want one of the dinos. I want one of the dinos so bad. If they foreclose this park and shut it down, I want it.
Yeah. What they should do is when they do foreclose and shut it down, is they should turn it into some sort of sciencey thing, like real sciencey thing.
That would work.
And they became a new member. Thank you very
Nice.
much. I appreciate that. Make sure everyone show NANA what his prize. There he is. He's got it already. He's already got the finger guns in the chat. Look at him. He is getting after it.
Lord of Luminous Poo put in there. It says you missed it. Jesus or Yeshua means Joshua. Christ means the anointed one.
Yep.
So it's Oily Josh.
Oily Josh. What's up, Peter Collins? Good to see you.
Oily Josh and the Dirty 13, or Oily Josh and the Dirty 12, and the Dirty Dozen.
Ooh,
that's a band name. Oily Josh and the Dirty Dozen.
That is. Yep. Can we save SpongeBob?
If you're forming a group band, take that name.
Take that name and just say thank you, Jail Warren. My goodness. Sex parties, and I really want to know what she had to say. I really want to know what she was going to come out and say. I think she's eventually going to go ahead and say it because, there you go. Sounds very
he
bluegrass.
left the strap on the Velociraptor again.
Oh, jeez. We couldn't get it off. Oh, it's terrible. Bad form. Or Judas the Hung One. That's fucking hilarious.
That's Sir Little Wolf. That was inspired. That was brilliant. Now, but remember, we're safe because as long as it is so obviously ridiculous and intended for comedy, we're completely safe.
We are safe. Yes.
John Oliver proved that.
He did. Yeah. Charisma Derp Squirrels says, "Hey, y'all. Hello.
David Miscavige.
Miscavige. Yeah.
That's it. Yes. Thank you, Rodent. Thank you. Appreciate that. I couldn't remember that douchebag's name.
I would definitely, Danny Cooper, if Jam Truth could print the pamphlet or story, if we wanted to be able to, we would need a decoder ring. That's all I'm going to say.
Lord of Luminous Pooh.
As an ordained minister through the Universal Life Church, if any of this is actually correct, I absolve this chat of all sin. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh.
There we go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Oily Josh and the Dirty Dozen. It sounds like an 80s top of the Pops introduction. Hell yes, it does.
Performing all your favorite hits. Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like he was doing, right? So she was going to go spill the beans and all this stuff, and he kind of threw her around, roughed her up, allegedly roughed her up, and then sent his people after her to frighten her into silence. So
consider this, Johnny. I mean, look at yourself, look at me, look at some of the people that we hang out with. Right. Look, typically the friends that we keep are a lot of ex-military, biker-looking cats. You you look at us. Now, you look at Ken Hovind. You try to imagine him. It's like, I'm going to get violent today. I can't do Ken Hovind's voice. I'm going to get violent today. If you want, I don't know if you just watch her, but I was trying to I can't make it sound like that, but I'm trying to imagine that old man trying to get physical with somebody just makes me laugh. It tickles me.
I don't want to underestimate.
It's like that old guy in The Wedding Singer when he punched him in the face and he's like, "What are you doing?" "I'm sorry. I used to be much stronger." It's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Violent.
With a new hit single, "You've Been Bad."
You've been bad in parentheses. I'm watching you.
Not creepy at all. But no, I tried not to underestimate anybody that I might find myself in a position of in a scuffle with.
There's some people you estimate just fine.
I'm pretty sure I could break that fucker like a twig.
I'm looking at that wobbly knee, Ken.
It's like Bob Barker and Happy Gilmore.
Exactly. That's because Happy Gilmore forgot that Bob Barker was a Golden Gloves boxer in his day.
That's true. That's one thing that, people don't realize that Bob Barker was a bad mamma jamma. That's a great one. I'm not prepared for that. Second single for the band. I wasn't prepared for that.
Had enough? No? Now you've had enough. Bitch. Happy Gilmore, come on down.
Yeah.
So you headbutted Bob Barker. Who won that fight, by the way? I love that scene.
It was back when Adam Sandler didn't care about making a quote hit movie.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, Doug. There was just this guy out there. He was razzing on me, and it was everything I could do not to hit him. So you headbutted Bob Barker.
Yeah. Any Sovereign Moor vid. They are my favorite kind of stupid of the channel, by the way. Yes, tomorrow I have a follow-up to last week's Sovereign Moor vid of the fictitious type. It's going to be fun. Apparently, there was some extra footage from that video that I didn't have that I found. And then I thought I downloaded it, but I didn't. And I lost the link but I was able to find it on another creator's channel. I did make sure to link his channel in the video description, so I'm just like, oh, I'm stealing your shit. No, so I made sure to thank the person and credit them. So there we go.
Don't forget to spay and neuter your children. Yeah.
Yep. Spay and neuter your children. Wait a minute. Did you hear about that? Speaking of which, did you hear about that lady that wanted to neuter her son, castrate her son because, or give her son a vasectomy, like 8 years old, because she didn't want to have grandchildren?
Is that up to her?
I truly hope not.
I don't think that's up to her.
I truly hope that if she were to walk into the doctor's office and legitimately seek this out, that she would be immediately arrested for child endangerment and lose her children, because that is,
you can't live even a parent can't, even a parent can't give tattoos. Tattoos cannot be given to children around a certain age, even with parental consent. And artists can't do like an artist.
Be 18 period. In the States, you have to be 18 period to get a tattoo, regardless. Doesn't matter. You come with all the parental this, that, and the other. It doesn't matter. You have to be 18. But yeah, I that just, my goodness. When I heard about this, Sean Zyke says he have parents deciding on sex change for kids, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
No, that's actually incorrect. No, gender reassignment surgery is not decided for kids. What they're talking about, what he's referring to there, is with parental consent and their doctor assisting them with this, and the child wanting to do this. They're talking about hormone replacement therapy or puberty blockers. Okay, hormone replacement therapy, or actually puberty blockers, then hormone replacement therapy. Both of these things are not permanent. They are not permanent alterations to the person. They either just delay puberty or they just replace the hormones. If they go off the medication side, I don't want to do this anymore, they can go off the medication and their bodies will return to normal. If they're on puberty blockers, they'll just hit puberty later. That's all it is. And so, but no, like actual gender reassignment surgery, no, that is no doctor would.
I didn't think that was even available until you were much older. I think I'm sure there's an age or whatever, but yeah, that even, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know. I don't know how I feel about a lot of that stuff. Being a parent, if my kids would come to me and say, hey, I think one of my daughters, I think I'm a boy. Okay. I mean, cool. I want to go become a boy. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that right now. You're a little young for this. Let's see what happens. Not that I doubt you, but let's give this some thought. And some people think, well, you're just being homophobic. Like, no, I'm being a parent.
Yes. Looking out for your child's best interest, because we know, or actually I'm not a parent, but as an adult, we understand that we didn't know shit when we were that age, and we were a bunch of idiots running around going,
and that's the thing that I want people to understand, is that I'm not suggesting that, if your child is intersexed, or if your child is gender fluid, that you should be like, no, you're stupid. No, I mean, allow your child to be a child.
Yeah.
They'll figure this stuff out. You did, and if you didn't, it's because you're still trying to figure it out.
There was a brilliant, an absolutely brilliant video that was shared with me that I put out there. Where the heck was it? Maybe I should just go to Facebook, and because one of the Week in Horror fans shared it with me, and I want to find and get the link and actually link it, because it's a video put up by a biologist. And let me get the link. I got it. It's the video is called "Sex and Sensibility." It's on YouTube, and let me get this copy. And where are you? I should get a link that you're up. Kent Hovind did what? Oh, you don't have a thumbnail for this.
I didn't. I just did this last minute because I got this other one bouncing and whatnot. So I said, let's see what we got going on here. And then here we are. I didn't even.
Okay. So that video that I just linked there, that YouTube video, people can watch it a little bit later, is presented by a legitimate biologist who's basically breaking down sex, gender identity, bodily structures, the understanding like that. And it's a like I said, if you look at it, it's a 30-minute video, and it gets. I mean, he tries to layman's term it across the board, but it gets a little complex because this shit is complex. It is very complex territory. And thinking that any of this stuff is binary is absolutely incorrect. So after you watch this video, you can legitimately say to anybody who thinks that gender or sex is binary that they are absolutely uninformed, that they are completely ignorant of the science regarding these things. And they're only doing it because it's what makes them comfortable, or it's what they personally will accept. Because if they had this information, then they understood it, they would not be able to justify coming to these conclusions anymore on any rational level. So strongly recommend it. Actually, no, Sean, the gender thing, not exactly. And it explains it in that video. Gender is not binary. Gender isn't binary. Sex isn't binary. Even your gametes are not binary. So feel free, watch the video. It's extraordinarily informative and brilliant. So,
and this right here is a little. This is what I'm. The most important part about being a parent, talking about dealing with children who could be going through identity, figuring out who they are. This is from Sir Little. Says my pup is bisexual and thought I'd be mad at her for it. I just want her to be happy and careful. Exactly. I try and. I hope that my children understand that I want them to be whatever it is they want to be, whatever it is they believe, whatever it is they feel inside. I don't want them to.
See, my mother supported me when my mother found. Actually, I think my mother knew, but at one point it was just confirmed. And when my mother found out, I mean, she kept it from my father, and she kept that secret from my dad because my father would, he was brought up fundamentalist, literalist, Baptist, crazy person. And his dad was ex-military, it was an ex-Marine. So my father had a view of the world, and, guys who are bi or who are gay did not fit into that worldview. And his eldest son was not going to be one of these people. So my mother kept that secret from him. He never found out before he passed away. And that's probably a good thing, because I either may not be here or my life would be totally different if he had found out. I mean, at least I had the support structure of my mom. My mom supported me, and she understood and wasn't surprised, wasn't shocked by any stretch of there you go. So,
right. Yeah, this is right here. Be a decent person. Mm-hmm. That's the important thing. Be a decent person. Really.
Don't be an asshole. It's that simple.
I mean, if you're going to be, here's the thing. If you are going to be an asshole.
What a concept.
If you are going to be an asshole like me. One that people, I'm the lovable asshole.
It was a Christopher and Derp says, my dad's reaction, I knew it, still love you.
There you go.
My reaction would probably be, so? I don't know. No, I wouldn't be all aloof like that. I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
Back to the game.
Hey, while you're up, will you go grab me a beer out of the fridge?
I feel bad for a friend of mine who's currently dealing with his own personal situation. He is out to all of us, but not to his family. And I feel for him, because on a day that he was going to, he said, today's the day I'm going to tell my parents. Today's the day. His brother was around, and his brother was making comments, very, very negative comments, that he was like, he couldn't do it. He was like, I can't. Because his brother's older than him, and his brother's kind of like, I'm sorry, his brother's a total fucking Chad. And, and he was like, and it just kind of killed it. He killed his momentum. So I don't know if he's come out to his parents or his family yet. I hope he eventually does. He'll feel a lot better when he does. And he's got all of us to support him. So, but yeah, it sucks. It sucks going through that. It fucking blows. Like I said, if people just weren't fucking assholes.
Yeah. I mean, I wish, I don't know what that's like, because, I've never had to go through that. I know.
Well, we just accepted your sexuality from the start, bud.
No. No. Honestly, I don't know what that's like, right? Because I've never been in that situation where I've had to, never had to do that. So I don't know what it's like. I mean, you know what I mean? I have no point of relation.
He's dancing around it so well.
No, it's not that I'm dancing around it. I don't know how to empathize with it because I have no point of reference. You know what I mean?
Flip it. Just flip it. Just imagine if your parents were vitriolic for you for you liking girls.
Yeah, but my parents weren't ever really vitriolic about much of anything when it comes to.
No, just imagine someone attacking you, someone physically attacking you because you like girls.
No, I mean, I can understand, but I can't empathize because I've never had to feel that way. You know what I mean? So it's a little different. Wrote a no last name for 5 says, if you're not fiddling my bits, then what the fuck do I care whose bits you fiddle? Informed, consenting adults, that is. Exactly.
I'm going to use that bit fiddling.
Bit fiddling, yeah.
Bit fiddling, yeah.
Yep.
Marvel, I'm going to go to Angela. I'm going to Angela with that. You ready for some bit fiddling? Because I'm an old person.
Uncomfortable Johnny is the best Johnny. Yeah, it's because I don't want to make people angry. I don't want to hurt people's feelings.
Not going to hurt nobody's feelings.
Serious. So what did Hovind do, says Sean Zach? Well,
what did Hovind not do?
Yeah, what did he not do? But allegedly, he put his hands on his spiritual
wife. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, this whole allegedly thing, he was accused.
Right.
I like that better. He was accused of putting his hands and getting physical. The term she used was body slamming.
Yes.
His girlfriend, spiritual wife, because he's technically still married to his second wife on paper, but he's not with her. He's with this new girl, and they had a marriage ceremony in a church, but they did not file paperwork, so it's not legally recognized by the state, just by the church in and of itself.
Right.
So, and apparently it went south, as things with fraudulent con men who things typically tend to not work out, and she was going to blow the whistle on his ass or something of that nature, and he was like, "Oh, I'm violent." And
well, see, but I thought it went deeper than that. I thought it wasn't just about the relationship. I thought it was about what goes on at the Dino Adventureland, where dogs give birth to dogs. I don't know. I'm sure we'll learn more as this story develops. I'll look into it some more as well to find out what I can find out. I might even call that asshole and say, "Hey, what are you
body slamming girls, man?
Why are you body slamming women, dude?
Why don't you body slam me?
Yeah, come try and body slam me, motherfucker." Marvel Girl, that's saying something, because I know some of the people that you've had to speak to when talking about frauditors and scammers. That's pretty strong. That's a strong statement.
Yeah.
It's a very strong statement.
He's such a piece of shit. He really is. Sounds like he's creating a spiritual harem. Yes, John Eagle, no doubt.
He is. Yeah, I know. All I gotta do is call him up and then press 1 or something like that, and then yeah.
So did Marvel Gold? She had a good long sit down with this guy, or
she had to organize a debate between, I think it was Conspiracy Cats and Hovind. Is that Tina? Was it? It was Cats, wasn't it? I'm not getting that wrong. It was Cats, right?
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure it was Cats. But yeah, having to deal with that fool.
You are making Hovind angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. We don't like you either way. It's their little wolf. Nice.
Yeah, he debated Conspiracy Cats.
Oh,
yeah.
He lied about the debate.
Of course he did. It's what he does. It's what that's what he does. Hey, our friend, what is he calls Aaron Raw by his original birth name.
Yeah, he does. He's a piece of shit. He deliberately does that.
Yeah. He really is. He really is.
He will not be so accommodating now. Most likely
I don't know. He might not be, but then again, he might be just this idiot. We've known some people that didn't know how to keep their mouths quiet. Oh yeah, mm-hmm. Mr. Nelson. Yeah, Daniel Cooper. That's true. That's what you go, Mr. Nelson here. Whereas we love them, we want to hit them over the head with tender loving hand of God and whack an atheist. Shut the fuck up, you dumb shit.
Anyway. Can I consider myself having arrived as an atheist if he pulls me on his show and whacks me? Should I do that, or do I have to do a video specifically about Kent for me to get his attention?
I don't know. I've done a couple on him, and he and his little fucking.
He won't whack you.
He won't whack me off.
I was trying to find a way to fit it in, but you beat me to it.
Just fucking ramrod that shit in there. Huh?
Masturbation.
There it is. Oh.
Bullying.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Anyway, boys will be boys.
Yeah, sure. So it's locker room talk, see? I'm sorry, I've played a lot of sports. I played a lot of sports in high school. And none of that was no.
That was never. I was in sports from I was in Texas. So yeah.
Same here.
Yeah. I mean football's life. And so I was, and no, locker room talk never turned to that. Mostly locker room talk was the most homoerotic stuff you've ever seen.
Yeah.
When you've had like the varsity running back run around the locker room butt naked with his junk pushed between his legs, thrusting it in your face saying, fruit basket.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, really.
Sir Little Wolf, you win. Do you want to get pulled on his show?
I'd like to get pulled off his show.
Oh
no, I'd like to get pulled off on his show. Off on? No, I bet he's got like clammy hands.
Oh,
he looks like a guy who has clammy hands.
Oh, he's got that little limp hand.
Oh, when you go to like shake his hand, like, hey, how's it going? It just kind of folds.
It's like a dead fish.
It just kind of squeezes. And you're like, whoa, and then you like let go, and it just kind of bounces back.
Really? I can tell you his secretary seemed like she was way too used to being yelled at for him and lying for him. Probably. I really want to know what his ex spiritual wife has to say about what goes on there. I'm really Tina, we need to talk because we can get her. I'm going to talk to her. That's what I want to do. I want to talk to her because find out what she has to say.
He has lotion.
I wonder how many in the baskets he's done. Hey Angie, good to see you. Yeah, guys, this is turning into a load of wank, says John Eagle. Anywho,
how do we do this? We're going to talk about Ken Hovind getting arrested for domestic abuse, and now we're talking about masturbating on his show. I don't know how we get here.
Well, no, we're talking about how he likes to whack people off. I mean, oh man, I didn't want to stay on too long because I have to work stupid early, and I don't like being there. I don't like working.
Yo, shut your mouth, or I'll have you whacked off. I mean, whacked
on the show with SpongeBob. Yeah, SpongeBob.
What was that? Meh. Is it the penguin? Is he the penguin now?
He's an Alabama Cagney. I don't know.
Hovind Cobblepot.
Was that cute one?
Is that fucking Cagney or some shit?
Yeah, he's an Alabama Cagney. We got to keep it. We got to keep it PG now because there's a Sabercat TV in the chat. Yeah. Remember, Johnny? I do remember you telling about him live streaming about women.
Mother fudging fork jumpers.
Yep. Exactly. I do remember that, Angie. And so, yeah, that's what I was saying. Whenever JL told me, oh, yeah, he was here, his ex is alleging that he beat her. I'm like, there you go.
So that's right. So he's a woman hater as well.
Yeah.
So he probably prescribes the whole like Lilith thing.
Yeah. Looks at the spirit, the what is it? That woman's supposed to be subservient to her man.
Yeah. And that women are like inherently evil. or they're inherently, they inherently they drive men to doing bad things or whatever. It's like, nope, that's that thing between your legs that's driving you to do bad things.
Mm-hmm. Young lady, you and I will talk tomorrow.
Dude, I curse all the time. Go wild. Oh, okay. So there you go. No concerns. Thank you.
No. Anyway,
son of a Mitch.
Son of what was it? I can't remember. There was one that would go into this. Everything was almost a curse word, but then it was something, like son of a biscuit. Jeez, what's his name? Rube Baker. That's who it was. You remember the Major League 2?
Yes.
Rube Baker.
I was recalling the airplane version of the airplane version of Hot Fuzz, because in that they all of the curse words are replaced, but they also replaced it when the priest gets shot and he yells Jesus Christ. They replaced it with cheese and rice.
Cheese and rice, yeah.
He falls down. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Angie says, yeah, we are the reason why man works and sins. Fuck yes, y'all are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang it! I said the F bomb.
Oh,
shit!
Sheep!
I dropped the F bomb.
Dang it!
That's my wife's favorite shirt. From the Cyanide and Happiness crew. She got it when we visited their booth at Fan Expo back in Dallas, and it's just like he's dropping a bomb. Like he drops it, it's got a big F on it. And he's like, "Shit." Your mother darn socks in hell.
Johnny Dangerously, you fargan ice hole.
I like that. Come on, man. I'm sure Eve didn't have a pistol to Adam's head. He said, F it. And I think it said, ate that shit. Is what he did. It's like, eat it. It's like, yes, ma'am.
What? Whoa. Okay, Boomer from Blackrod.
Really?
Where can I find this?
I would like to know where this is as well.
I would like to see this. Son of a sailor's hook. Yeah. Send me that on the old interwebs, Discords, or the I don't know, something. Dang you straight to heck. Angie, Sabercat's that's my youngster. She says, once again, I don't give two shish kebabs. That's a good one. That's you good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I want to know where this is.
Yeah, I do too. So if you have it, send it to me on the old Discord or theplothole1@gmail.com. I'm curious. But it's time. You got to go back to your video. I got to go to bed. I'm an old man.
Hang on a sec.
Okay, I'm waiting. Hanging on.
No. Okay, so nothing there. I've tried my Google Foo and I cannot locate it. So who brought that up? Okay, Booma.
Okay, Booma. Yeah.
Okay, Booma from Black Rod.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it. Oh, there it is. Hang on a sec. He just linked it.
What? Where? I missed it.
What is it?
Did it show up and not did it go away?
It's in a GIF. It's in a GIF, and he put it in the plot hole general.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let's see here. That's awesome.
What is it? What is it then? First off, how the hell did he get up to South Dakota?
Grifting. Yeah. If I want to go to South Dakota, I have to, pay for a ticket. This guy just grifts.
Okay, and why? Obviously, he was filming himself, but is this off of his channel?
Probably the stuff he does on that other. I forget what site he uses. Angie, he's not locked up. He was arrested. I think he's out on bail.
He's out on bail.
So yeah.
You don't need permission. I don't think you need permission to film in a national park.
If you're doing it for commercial purposes, you have to have a permit. You have to have a permit. Yep.
But I could if I'm with my family, I could take like my camcorder and be like, "Oh,
yes,
we're here."
You can do
there.
that, right.
But I can't like set up my camera, go out there, wear a fucking lab coat, be like, burp, 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 yeah,
and then harass people. Yeah.
What a dumbass! How do you get removed from Mount Rushmore? That's just
yeah.
How stupid do you have to be?
I had a pimp, you to hoe. Why did my message get deleted? I don't know. I didn't see that it got deleted.
He had no permit. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. You said something that Google moderator team didn't like. I don't know. Google moderators are weird. I have no idea. You probably said something like, hi. And they said, oh, no, you're talking about drug use. I don't know.
Angry Doggy says he used an amplifier. Apparently that is illegal.
Probably. In Discord. Yeah, I don't know. Ida Pimp. I don't know. I don't know. That Google moderator team sometimes just gets out of hand and does what it wants to do.
Why don't one of these Jack and Ninnies go to like Washington D.C. and pull this crap at like the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier?
I would say because they're smart, but no, they're not. Maybe they can't get close enough.
They go up there with the rest of the people who are watching it, especially during and watching one of them get bounced by the by the officer or with the I guess the officer who is currently on sentry duty at the tomb, because it's consistent and they change out. But I've watched the changing of the guard at the tomb, which is really, really cool. I mean, it's pretty neat. But yeah, if you speak too loudly there, if you open your mouth, open your yap, you will be told to be quiet in no uncertain terms. And if you keep doing it, I'm assuming you'd be removed. And I would like to see that, because that's some Capitol Police or military presence there. So it would be funny.
Apparently, you're not allowed to say in Discord.
Not to say what?
In the side chat, you're not allowed to say in Discord because Ida Pimp, you to hoe did. That's what got deleted by Google moderator team twice. Really? Yeah, it's weird.
Let me see. Here we go.
Wrote no last name. I am going to check that out. It is. I have the week. I've been crazy busy with work because I've started a new job, so I've been doing all the training stuff. That's really, really boring, but I got to do all that stuff. That's so weird that wrote no last name had. Yeah, apparently it went. The mods can say it, but
no, wrote no last name is not a mod.
I know. Christopher Dirt, yeah, that's so weird.
Oh wait, message deleted by the Google moderator team.
That's what I mean.
It just disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh wow. YouTube doesn't like Discord. YouTube doesn't like Discord.
That makes no sense.
Damn you, Discord.
Yes.
Oh, I wonder if it's because there are Discord stages, and those stages compete with YouTube time, because I could essentially do a live thing over there and record the audio, and I could just post it to like this, so I don't have to do like live streaming via YouTube. I can do the stages over there, and I kind of, it's more intuitive and I have better control. So maybe it's something like that.
I don't know. That's weird. It's so weird. Anyway, wrote in last time. Yeah, I will get to that. That is on my to-do list. Probably Saturday morning.
Let's keep an eye out for the closure of Dino Land when he can't support it anymore. And
yes,
let's keep an eye open for that, because I want a dino.
Something. We're getting something. Okay, we'll just walk in like we're the moving crew, like the breakdown here. We'll just take a couple things, put it in the back of my truck. And yeah, that's something that's really starting to irritate the crap out of me, and I'm sure more so Tina and Schrodinger's cat, because he got his channel paused because of this BS of all of these copyright content claims and strikes and whatnot. A lot of these First Amendment auditors, right? These First Amendment auditors, ones that believe in the First Amendment, freedom of the press and speech, are filing false DMC takedown claims against people who show their videos and do commentary on their videos. And Schrodinger has, because he's got 3 right now that he's fighting, he has to get them taken care of before he can post again, before he can upload. Or, God forbid, none of those, if those stick, then he'll lose his channel. They won't stick because it's obvious for you. And these idiots they can't afford to take Schrodinger to court. And if somehow they manage to take Schrodinger to court, he'll win all that. All that whole thing. I'm still waiting for the bullshit strike on my channel to get taken care of, because Susan Bassey isn't suing me. I haven't been served any papers, and this is well past 10 days she's had to prove that she was taking me to court.
I'm looking at photos of the Dino Land thing on Google. Now,
you're trying to pick out the dinosaur you want, aren't you?
Now, one thing I'll say is I'm probably inviting calamity by saying this. I haven't been hit with one going after the people that I've gone after.
It seems to be the frauditor community that's doing it.
Just basically making people's lives difficult.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
PayPal Patty and News Now Houston and all these fools and that stupid Susan Bassey, those are the ones that seem to be abusing YouTube's copyright strike system, and YouTube needs to fix it. It needs to be changed.
That is the worst Stegosaurus skeleton I have ever seen. That's just terrible.
Can anybody explain to me what's going on? I've been trying to find out, but it keeps buffering repeatedly. Earth isn't flat. Side chats, we can let them know that Kent Hovind is allegedly, he was arrested. He was arrested for assault. He's out on bail now, awaiting arraignment and all that stuff. So
okay. This is interesting. I'm looking at these photos, right? And it's some inward, so kind of like a look into the inner workings of how they do this. They keep livestock on the property. Uh-oh. They've got donkeys, they've got cattle, they've got emus. So they keep livestock on the property, which opens them up for tax breaks.
Yep,
for keeping livestock on the land. The Pictorial Bible. What is this? 700 years old. Bristlecone pines grow very slowly. Just look at the growth rings. They tell the story. In the first 100 years of this tree's life, it produced larger growth rings. Therefore, it must have had better growing conditions back then. Something changed, though, because the rings became very small after this period. The oldest tree on Earth, the bristlecone pine, is 4,300 years old. That's more Carl Sagan. The tree probably started growing soon after the biblical worldwide flood.
Right. Yeah, that's what happened. The biblical worldwide flood that can't be evidenced at all, even a little bit. Anyway, that's what's going on. I'm getting out of here. You've got a new video that you're wrapping up right now. Yes, you're in the editing stages.
Yes, I'm trying to put the finishing touches on it, but I got called into a live stream.
Yeah, some asshole. You needed a break. I could tell you were frustrated.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to throw it all together, and Emu shakes upside down first. Okay, Booma. Emu.
By the way, Schrodinger's live stream is going to be on Tina's channel, Marvel Girl. She's the one hosting it on her channel because of the whole copyright strike system thing. So make sure you go check out a Marvel Girl, subscribe to her channel, hit the bell for the bell thingy. That way you find out whenever Schrodinger's cat is going live. So boom, make sure you check it out. It would be a lot of fun. It'd be awesome if you did. And if this is your first time here, do the same thing. Check the oil, ring the bell.
Emus are evil. What is this? No, Hovind using a tax break? Say it isn't so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. So, but yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, I'm putting together this video. I am putting the finishing touches on it. Just getting, making sure it's all clean and the transitions are good. I'm addressing by the book ministries and his really, really, really bad argumentation. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. And it will be out ASAP. Most likely, I was hoping it was going to be out today, but I got delayed. Angela got called out to go do something, so I had to take care of the dogs, and so I was away from the computer for a bit. But so now I'm just hustling, trying to get it done, so I don't have to worry about it anymore and get that out. So it'll be tomorrow. I don't know what time, but
sometime tomorrow it'll be there.
So it'll be out tomorrow. So I look forward to it because I haven't had a premiere in a while, and it's going to be fun. So I hope to see you all there.
Yeah, I've got Dingleberries coming out tomorrow in about 12 and a half hours, noon Friday, Central Daylight Time, whatever the hell time, whatever, 12 hours from now.
Damn,
be ready.
All these dinosaurs look really big.
We should just go take one.
But they're like huge.
We'll take it like piece by piece.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wonder if they're like paper mache.
I don't know.
Anyway, we're getting out of here. We'll see you next time.
I'll post my link in the channel.
Post that link in the channel.
So if anybody wants to hit me up there, because I know there's some.
Yep.
Well, hang on.
Oh, hey, we're hanging on.
Yeah, just 2 seconds.
1001.
2 seconds. 2 minutes Turkish.
Dingleberries coming out tomorrow. TMI.
I'm at sweet. Sweet. I'm at freaking Weekend Horror is at 418.
All right.
I want if anybody out there is interested, get me. Hang on. Damn it! I gotta go back. Fuck this piece of junk. God dang it!
We have broken JL.
No, I'm just bouncing around all over the place. There we go. No, there we go. And I'm at 418. So if anybody's interested, there's a link. You can get me to 420. You can get so there you go. There's the link
too, of all places.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway, thanks to all the patrons and channel members, new channel members, everybody who super chatted, everybody who's done the things with all the thumbs and the likes and all you guys are awesome. I appreciate it. We're getting out of here, and don't forget finger guns, baby.